All right, Justin Popovich here, Ignite Your Essence, and I just made an agreement with myself that I was going to turn on the camera, no rehearsal, I don't even know what I want to say, and just say what comes to my mind. And as I do this, the first thing that's hitting me in the head right now, right in the brain, is the fact that you can speak your mind. You can just speak from a place of honesty and truth and put it out there. And it's really up to you to just let it be as it may. So some people might like what you have to say, other people might disagree with it and tell you that you shouldn't be saying this or you shouldn't be saying that. But it's really all just a matter of opinion. And what I found, and right now this video that I'm shooting is part of a 100-day challenge that I'm doing to create one update a day, whether I write it, record it audio, or do a video, something that motivates and inspires people who that choose to watch me. And as I do this, as I go through this process, I'm becoming more and more aware of my inner truths and things that I just know to work for me and that I know to be true for my life and just through experiences I've had. And that when I speak them, a number of people are connecting with the message. And I've certainly had input from other people that have a slightly different opinion or totally disagree. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. All that matters is that I'm able to speak my truth and I can do it with a lot of confidence. And I'm able to shoot videos like this now unscripted and without really worrying about the result. Whereas when I first started, I would try to script everything and have to do 100 different takes. And a lot of the time it was my own internal dialogue questioning myself, am I saying the right thing? Are people going to understand what I really mean? Are people going to disagree with this? Should I really be saying this? Is it acceptable to say this? Am I allowed to think these kind of thoughts? And again, the more I just kind of immerse myself in what I believe and I know to be true, at least for this stage of my life. You might come back to me in a year and I might evolve and change and have different opinions, but the ability to speak our truth in the here and now is very, very important. So that's sort of the first thing that's hitting me in the mind right now, but also the fact that I'm doing this 100-day challenge. This is really enlightening to me. It's not always easy, but what's pretty cool about this is I've wanted to do some kind of challenge like this to myself to really create a place in my life where I could develop my skills and really improve as a communicator of self-development, of mindset, of motivation, whatever you want to call it. And a lot of the time I thought about doing a challenge like this and I just didn't let myself do it. I built in excuses like normal. I don't have the time. I've got way too much going on in my business. How am I going to carve out even more time to create content? And then once I committed to the challenge, I had a huge burst of energy. That kind of waned a little bit, but it's been going up and down. But for the most part now, I look at my daily update, well, now day 33 or 34, as just something else in my agenda that I'm doing every day. Every day I get up, every day I do some reading, I eat, I have some coffee, I take my kids to school, I do my motivational update, and I still fit in time for all the important stuff that I have to do, whether it's family or exercise or work or whatever. This challenge is now just part of my daily routine, whereas for months and maybe even years, actually, I can't remember how long I thought of this idea of doing a challenge. I always excused myself from it because I just didn't have the time. And I think that ultimately the don't have the time excuse is the number one excuse I see people have or see people making for not taking some form of action in their life for some improvement. I just don't have the time to do that right now. I've got way too much stuff on my plate, don't have the time to do it. Well, really, I didn't have the time to do this, but I actually did have the time to do it. It was just my mindset telling me that I didn't. So there we go. There's my freestyle session for you. But ultimately, if you speak your truth and you really come from a place of honesty, then you can do a video like this and you can hit on some other insights at the same time. So I hope you enjoyed this update. And most importantly, I hope that if you're following this challenge, even just some of my updates, that I am in fact giving you something to think about, that my truths are resonating with you and that it's helping you at some level of your life and maybe even giving you some ideas of some change that you want to make. And at the same time, if you disagree with it or have an altering opinion, that you do let me know, because that can help in my evolvement as well. I'd love to learn and grow from other perspectives. Thanks very much for watching and supporting my challenge here, and we'll talk to you soon.